Hi, welcome to Cathedral of Light. Our theme for the month of July 2016 is A Never-Ending Cycle of Increase and Enjoyment. This message is about living in the increase versus living in the decrease. Often people struggling financially or who are setting a goal to accumulate wealth are given the advice to reduce your expenses and live within your means. At first, this seems like really good advice. But what is the foundation of thought underneath it? If we get really honest with ourselves, we realize that the foundation of thought underneath this advice is the thought and feeling of lack, limitation, and not enough. And it is expressed in two beliefs. One, it is a belief that you have a finite fixed income, and two, that that income determines your choices and therefore your enjoyment of life. When we believe these thoughts, reducing our expenses makes perfect and complete sense. But how does that really feel? Most everyone who has done this, reducing expenses, knows that they had to cut out things they enjoy and value, or do financial backflips trying to still do those things while spending less money, which in and of itself can feel like a chore. If you're using a hammer to drive a nail into a wall, you don't pick up a hammer by the head and strike the nail with the handle. That would be going about doing it the hard way. Instead, you pick the hammer up by the handle and hit the nail with the head. That is a much more effective way of getting the job done. Likewise, trying to get abundance by living in the decrease is going about it the hard way. It often creates more stress and becomes a self-reinforcing cycle of feeling more and more restricted. In the end, you may end up with a few more dollars, but you'll be doing it without experiencing abundance along the way. And you'll likely be left with more of the feeling of lack, feeling you still need to watch those pennies you were able to scrimp and save. There is a better way. If living in the decrease, meaning reducing your expenses, is at one end of the stick, the other end is living in the increase. While you're focusing on reducing what you spend, notice that you're missing opportunities to increase your inflow of money. So my advice is to shift your focus from decrease to increase. Increasing the money that comes to you makes reducing expenses unnecessary and irrelevant. But how do you go about doing that? Well, I'll share with you 4 steps that you need to take. 1. Get clear. You need to get really clear about what it is that you want, what kind of lifestyle you want to live, and how much it even costs to live that lifestyle. 2. You need to make a decision. Decide that you're going to have what you want. That's a very important step. You can be sitting in a chair wanting to get up, but nothing happens until you make a decision to get up. 3. Be receptive. Be receptive to ideas and opportunities that come your way. How often have we wished for more money or more opportunities or a better job? And when the ideas and opportunities came, we ignored them or poo-pooed every one that was given to us. What good does it do to say to life, I want more, and yet turn a blind eye to the ideas and opportunities that come? 4. Take action. Pay attention to the inner prompting to do a particular thing or to go a particular place or to say a particular thing. Some people have gotten the wrong idea about this kind of teaching. When they watched the movie The Secret or encountered other teachers of law of attraction, somehow they've gotten the idea that all they need to do is sit at home, meditate, and feel good, and everything's going to come to them without them having to do anything. That simply is not the case. Action is a part of this spiritual journey. Action is simply a part of life. If you're walking in a forest and you're hungry and you come upon a blackberry bush, Those blackberries aren't going to magically find themselves in your mouth without you having to do anything. You're going to have to reach your hand forward, pick those berries, and put them in your mouth in order for you to eat those berries and have your hunger quelled. Action is a very important part of this journey. So those four principles again, you need to first get clear about what you want. Second, you need to make a decision that you're going to have it. Third, you need to be receptive to ideas and opportunities as they come to you. And four, you need to take action on those ideas and opportunities. Pay attention to the inner prompting to act. Do these things and you will see a positive effect on your finances and have a greater experience of abundance. As the late Reverend Ike used to say, you can't lose with the stuff I use. These messages are sharing with you universal spiritual principles. They work for everyone, everywhere, for every need. They work if you work them. Okay, now let's go within. And let's tap into that divine creative power that lies at the center of our being. Know that this power is managing the entire universe in support of your life. It is keeping the planet in its orbit around the sun, keeping it rotating on its axis, and causing all of the processes of nature that make your life and the health of your body possible. So much is being done in your benefit that you don't even need to think about it. This same creative power is available for you to create the life you desire. Open to it. Use it well. We are always using this power with our every thought, word, and deed, manifesting the circumstances of our lives for good and for bad. In this moment, we choose to use this divine creative power for our good. We choose to live in the increase and enjoy the largesse of life. We open to a greater inflow of good into our lives and